Hi and welcome to Thailand's News Today. Thailand's face mask rules to be scrapped soon. Thai Airways refunds possible. And new regulations for CBD in food item. All that and more coming up in today's show.
Choose your trip to your favorite islands with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
In 2 or 3 weeks, those in Thailand will no longer have to worry about wearing a face mask in most places. According to the Bangkok Post, the Ministry of Public Health will soon cancel such mask-wearing regulations and accompanying fines for breaking such rules. The National Communicable Disease Committee has reportedly already completed a draft announcement that reflects the falling of coronavirus risks in the country. The Public Health Minister must endorse the announcement. Once endorsed, it will be published in the Royal Gazette. Face mask wearing has been mandatory for the past 2 years as part of the measures to limit the spread of COVID-19. Under the order, offenders will be fined 6,000 baht, with repeat offenders being fined up to 20,000 baht for not wearing masks. The government also recently cancelled the emergency decree on October 1st, which has been in effect since the pandemic started. The controversial decree was criticized by many who say it gave the Prime Minister sweeping powers. The ministry is also reportedly working on 3 laws that would provide financial compensation to deal with future outbreaks of communicable diseases. Such laws, however, won't have retroactive effects. The first law involves compensating residents affected by prevention and control measures. Such compensation would cover medical expenses, damage to assets and income loss, and physical therapy. A second law would deem that those who fail to comply with disease control measures would be required to pay compensation to the Department of Disease Control. The last law would see the Budget Bureau allocating 11.5 billion baht to cover risk allowance and hazard pay for health and medical personnel working during the pandemic, an allocation of 384 million baht for vaccination campaigns. Such agencies who seek disbursements are required to do so by the ending of this year, according to the Ministry of Public Health. And some good news. Thai Airways International has revised business reorganization plan, and it was approved by the Central Bankruptcy Court. The plan was submitted last month, and the airline will now start on a course of financial restructuring. Does this mean everyone waiting for a refund from the COVID-19 pandemic and before Thailand's flagship airline declared bankruptcy will finally get their money back? It is reported that part of the deal reached on Thursday with the bankruptcy court was to begin refunding customers who bought tickets before Thai Airways moved to file for bankruptcy in May of this year. But don't start your shopping spree yet. The refunds are expected to be finished by the end of January 2024. The amount refunded will be calculated based on the value paid for the ticket originally. The airline has seen a better recovery than expected, largely part due to cargo services. Since COVID restrictions eased and borders reopened, passenger and cargo traffic has steadily increased, supporting improved financial and operational performance. Thai Airways now has a cash flow of around 20 billion baht. In January, the airline was carrying just 2,092 passengers per day, but today they're averaging 17,554. The Ministry of Finance and other creditors for the airline have approved the restructuring plan that the bankruptcy court just gave the green light to. It is hoped that by 2025, Thai Airways will be back on the stock market and out of the financial rehabilitation. They will hire a financial advisor to nail down a debt-to-equity conversion, recapitalization over the next 2 years of about 25 billion baht, about half of the previous goal. Part of the recovery for Thai Airways was a massive tightening of the belt, reducing their staff from 29,000 to just 14,400. About 3,800 crew members and 900 pilots are on the payroll, and salary totals have dropped to 700 million baht from 2 billion baht per month previously.
Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAAFX?
What is AAAFX?
Good question. Look no further than AAAFX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods including crypto with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAAFX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com.
A man with a history of mental problems attacked Thanathorn Jungrungrungkit, leader of the anti-establishment progressive movement, on Sunday at a book fair at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. He also triggered a commotion after shouting in front of hundreds of people that he had a bomb. Police identified the man as K. Loi Lan, who has later charged with causing false public alarm. The suspect has been involved in a series of similar incidents before, including one in which he released snakes at the Ratchaprasong intersection in February this year. Thanathorn was doing a book signing event at the annual book fair when K. Loi Lan came from behind and threw his arms around his neck while shouting he was armed with a bomb. The incident sent hundreds of people fleeing in fright. K. Loi Lan, a former real estate businessman, was quickly subdued by security guards before being taken to Lumpini police station to be charged. Speaking to reporters later, Thanathorn, leader of the new dissolved Future Forward Party, said he suffered some minor bruises on his neck and cheek. Describing K. Loi Lan as a dangerous person, Thanathorn said he intended to press charges against him. There are some new regulations for CBD in food items. The Public Health Ministry has issued 3 announcements regulating the use of cannabidiol or CBD as an ingredient in food products. The regulation entails the tightening of CBD use for consumer safety, said Deputy Government Spokeswoman Pricey. The announcements released under the Food Act were published in the Royal Gazette on Friday and took effect on Saturday. Ms. Traisuri said the government policy has been to promote and develop cannabis and hemp as cash crops for medicinal as well as industrial benefits. Measures have been devised to control how cannabis and hemp are put to use. The first announcement dictates a clear labeling of food products containing either cannabis or hemp, or both. Food products which do not meet the labeling standard will need to make improvements within 2 years. Specifically, food products sold or offered directly to consumers, such as condiments, must contain no more than 0.0032% of THC, cannabis chief psychoactive agent, and no more than 0.0028% CBD by food weight. In other food products, the THC must not exceed 1.6 grams, and CBD is capped at no more than 1.41 grams per product per item. Essential details must be printed on product labels, including warnings against excessive consumption of products mixed with cannabis or hemp. The second announcement lifts the limit of CBD found in oil extracted from hemp seeds. Under the third announcement, CBD is permissible as a mixture with other health-safe food ingredients. The regulations are meant to streamline restrictions governing cannabis and hemp and add clarity to food labeling and cooking, which will be benefit to food businesses. Have you noticed an increase in the price of vegetables? So has the government, and that is why a complaints hotline has been set up for consumers to log their gripes. The Commerce Ministry's Department of Internal Trade, or DIT, yesterday made known it will monitor increases in the nation's vegetable prices and promises to come up with measures to control prices. DIT Director General said price increases are down to recent floods across the kingdom's many provinces, affecting the quality of produce and transport costs. He said the provincial commercial offices are ordered to keep a closer watch on prices and aim to provide enough vegetables to consumers at fair prices. He also said that the DIT plans to distribute more vegetables from provinces unaffected by floods, such as Songkhla, Phuket, and Satoon, via Central Market to provide more alternatives to consumers. Consumers have noticed that homegrown vegetables such as morning glory, spring onions, and coriander have risen to their highest levels in a decade. A DIT report revealed that coriander is about 140 to 150 baht per 1 kilogram, an increase of about 40%, while spring onions have increased from 80 baht to 150 to 160 baht per 1 kilogram. And that's a wrap for today's show. For daily updates, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow with more headlines around Thailand. สวัสดีค่ะ